they're ready.
Yeah, Alder Stoyer, I just started the recording for the meeting.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you all for being here. Welcome to Protection and Policy for November 22nd at 5:30. We'll have a roll call. Alder Stoyer is here. Alder Lefebvre?
Here.
Alder Stevens?
Here.
And Alder Vanderleest is in Texas. He can't chime in, so he will not be here. So he is excused. All right, so next we have approval of the agenda.
So I'll move.
Okay. Okay, by Lefebvre, seconded by Stevens. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Mary, do we need to wait for you a little bit? So I just want to make sure that we can move along here.
Oh, we're good. Thank you.
Okay. Next is the approval of the minutes. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Stevens. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second also by Lefebvre. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That passes unanimously. I just wanted to make mention that Alders Dorf and Gerlach are here as well. So, all right. Let me know when I can move on.
I'm all set. Thank you.
All right. Next, we have regular business. Consideration with possible action on a change of agent for Walgreens Company at 1165 West Mason. Staff?
No issues from the clerk's office.
Okay. Police?
No issues from the police.
Okay. I would entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Stevens, seconded by Lefebvre. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? That passes unanimously. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm all set. Thank you.
All right. Number 2, consideration with possible action by Takira Maldonado's Main Street LLC at 400 Shane Street to remove outdoor beer garden from their current license description and amend their liquor license description to behind bar, store behind bar, and storage and basement. Staff?
So there's no issues from the clerk's office. You know, just as it states, he wants an outdoor beer garden so that his license can be issued, and that I know that he would like to add that at a later date. And I believe Mr. Contreras is here with us today, but yeah, from the clerk's office, we have no issues.
All right. Police?
The police have no issues either.
Okay. Committee, do you want to hear from Mr. Contreras at all on this, or otherwise we'll just move forward? Alder Gerlach.
Thank you. I believe this is in my district, and I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
So I would like to hear from Mr. Contreras, if I may.
All right.
I'll make a motion to open the floor.
Okay, by Lefebvre. Do we have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Stevens. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Okay, that passes unanimously. The floor is now open. Mr. Contreras, I see you're there. If you care to speak, please state your name and address for the record, and then you can speak. We'll ask you questions as well, or Alder Gerlach. So go ahead.
Contreras, they have my places 3142 Sandy Lane. Also, I have the.
Mr. Contreras, you're speaking too close to the microphone. Can you back up a little bit, or it's hard to understand you. Try it again. Yeah, Alder Dorf. You got an idea?
I wonder if he has both his phone and his computer on. Sometimes that happens. Do you have both things on?
Yeah, just.
You can only have phone or computer, not both.
I just have the computer.
Oh, now I can hear that. That was good.
Well, yeah. you can move a little closer to the computer then, so we can hear you. So, okay, just state your name and address again for the record.
My name is Juan Contreras, 3142 Sandy Lane.
Yeah.
Did anybody get that? I didn't.
Juan
Yes.
Contreras was the first part, and
Yeah.
something. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, we're having a hard time hearing you.
You know what, Alder Steuer, I would make a suggestion, since I'm probably the only one who wants to talk to him.
Yes.
Why don't I just have a meeting with him personally sometime in the future, and you go on with your meeting? How about that, Mr. Contreras? Is that okay? Okay.
You know what, like a Gerlach, council is on December 7th. So if you could speak before then, and if you need to contact us in any way or speak about it at council, you could do that as well.
Sure. I know where Maldonado's is, and I know where this property on Shane Street is. So I will first. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. We need a motion to close the floor.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Pardon? What?
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, you're jumping it. All right. Alder LaFave, you made a motion.
Yeah, make a motion to close.
Close the floor, and seconded by Stevens. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? That passes unanimously. And like I wanted to mention before, that City Council is on December 7th, Tuesday at 6 o'clock. All these decisions are of the committee, and we'll go to council for final approval on December 7th. So let me know, Mary. Yes.
So I just wanted to be sure that everybody understands that we are joined by Attorney Rachel Mays. She will be our law department contact from now on. And I wasn't sure if she wanted to say anything about this outdoor area.
Oh, okay. Well, she's staff, so go ahead, Rachel. Sorry, I wasn't sure about that, but now you're going to be the contact to our committee, correct?
Correct.
All right. Welcome aboard.
Good to be here. Yeah, I don't have any objection to the proposal.
Okay. All right. And the police, I can't remember. The police said no. Did the police have? I should have asked. I think I did.
You did.
You didn't, yeah.
You did. The police have no objection.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm getting fired up here. All right.
So what's our move on this then?
Well, we closed the floor, so I would say that the police had no problem, and neither did law. So I would say we just vote on it now. So all in favor, please say aye.
Need a motion? No.
Get a motion. Yeah, do a motion. Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve number 2.
Okay, and do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Stevens. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? That passes unanimously. Thank you for all your patience. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm all set. Thank you.
All right, number 3.
Can I make a motion or a request? We have 3 of them. Let's see. 3, 4, 5 are the same. Could we,
No.
I mean, they're in different locations, but it's the same company that took over the.
This only, it won't take that long. It won't take that long to go through these. So, but then thanks anyhow. All right, number 3, consideration with possible action on an application for a Class A liquor and Class A beer license for True North Energy LLC, True North number 818 at 1593 East Mason Street, with a licensed premise description as convenience store with coolers, manager's office for store records, beer and alcohol is sold at front counter, currently licensed as Grand Central LLC, staff. Rachel?
Law department doesn't have any objections. CCAP is clear for all of the agents of the LLC.
Okay. And police?
The police concur.
Okay.
Motion.
Motion by Stevens. Do we have a second? Second by LaFave. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? That passes unanimously. Mary, you ready?
Yeah, I'm all set. Thank you.
Okay, as soon as you're ready, just say you're ready. Then we can move. Consideration of possible action on an application for a Class A liquor and a Class A beer license for True North Energy LLC, True North, number 819 at 2145 University Avenue, with a licensed premise description as convenience store with coolers. Manager office for store records. Beer and alcohol is sold at front counter. Currently licensed as University Shell LLC. Staff.
Law Department has no objections. CCAP is clear on all agents.
Okay. Police.
Please concur.
Okay. Entertain a motion.
To approve.
Motion by LaFave.
Second.
Second by Stevens. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
LaFave.
Oh, aye. Sorry.
Okay. Aye. Okay. All okay. Any other discussion? That's it. Okay. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
All set.
Okay, number 5. Consideration with possible action on an application for a Class A liquor and Class A beer license for True North Energy LLC, True North 820, number 820 at 1121 Radisson Avenue, with a licensed premise description as convenience store with coolers. Manager's office for store records. Beer and alcohol is sold at front counter. Currently licensed as C&D Shell Oil Company. Staff.
Law Department has no objection. CCAP is clear on all agents.
Okay. Police.
Please concur.
All right. Entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion by
Second.
Stevens, seconded by LaFave. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
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 All opposed? That passes unanimously.
All set.
Number 6, consideration with possible action on an application for a Class B combination license for Far Enterprises LLC at 200 Dosman Street, with a licensed premise description as main dining room, frost room, ticket office, main bar, upstairs bar, back beer cellar, canopy. Currently licensed as Off the Rails LLC. Staff.
This is Celestine. It is in the Broadway moratorium area, but there's an exemption because they are surrendering the license, having it transferred. It's a restaurant. They do need a waiver of the fence requirement. It's not 6 foot and impervious. And it's the same face as a fence, rather, as a previous owner had when he obtained the license.
So you're okay with it? But,
yes.
You just wanted to make us aware of it. Okay. All right. Police.
The police have no objection to this. It's the old, it was called the Depot. I don't know if they're keeping their name, the old Titletown restaurant, just so everyone's aware. We've had no issues there, so the fence height is of no concern to us. Okay.
I think it's called the Gastro now. Is that correct? Maybe somebody else will know. I got to go out more often, so I'm not quite sure. All right. I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept.
Okay, by LaFave, seconded by Stevens. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? That passes unanimously. We're ready?
All set.
Number 7, consideration with possible action on an application for available Class B combination license for Urban Cultural Arts LLC at 906 East Walnut Street, with a licensed premise description as storefront building with 2 rooms upstairs, 4 smaller rooms downstairs, which includes 2 event spaces. Staff.
Yes, so there is an available license. This is not in the moratorium area. They're also not within 300 feet of a school or hospital. There are some still outstanding inspection issues from what I understand in the outdoor area.
Okay, so, well, that would be a bit of a red flag. So, police, do you have anything on this?
We don't have any issues doing our background checks with them obtaining the liquor license. We coach them on the proper procedure of obtaining liquor, to go through a wholesaler, that you just can't go to a local grocery store or someplace to buy it. She was very accommodating and understood. So there's no issues from law enforcement perspective with them having their license.
And I'm not sure if this is time sensitive or not. I could ask the committee as well what your thoughts are on something like this. The fact that they have some inspection issues that need to be taken care of. I'm just wondering if that could be part of the,
And excuse me, Alder, I'm so sorry. I also failed to, and I see the potential owner is here and she'd like to talk, but I would like to also add that we need to, and the inspection issues, let me just not mischaracterize them. They're not, you know, they're issues that can be resolved readily.
All right.
There's another issue though that we have, Alder and committee, regarding the use. So currently this is an insurance company, it's a business. And we just need to make sure with the zoning administrator, who unfortunately is out until next week, that the new use of a place where people would come in higher numbers and stay a longer time than would a client for an insurance, you know, consultation. We just need to ensure that this use is appropriate.
Sure.
So that's, like I said, just don't want to give the impression that the inspection issues are, you know, egregious. They're not, they're simple, but then there's a use issue that we just need to settle.
Okay, all right, thank you. Alder Lefebvre.
I'm not sure exactly where this is.
Well, it's on Walnut Street. It's it's east of Webster, probably on the, I want to say on the north side of the street. Is that correct, Celestine?
Yes, it's right across from Executive Mortgage on Walnut. So between like Roosevelt and what is that?
There used to be a lighting company over there, but is it a two-story brick building?
No, it's a single story.
Single story.
There is native parking. No, it's just not a lot.
Right. So when you talk to these people in the past, as far as, you know, the events, it's a cultural arts center, so there will be traffic, etc., coming in and out. And I would like to talk or have the owner or whoever is here on the call talk about that. So I would entertain a motion to open the floor.
Make a motion, open the floor.
By Lefebvre, seconded by Stevens. Okay, any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, that passes unanimously. All right, the floor is now open. I would like an owner or someone representing Urban Cultural Arts to talk a little bit, mention your name and address for the record, and you may proceed.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Latasha Greenleaf. I am the owner of Urban Cultural Arts. What the business actually is a paint and sip. I didn't hear that noted in the meeting, but actually I own a paint and sip. I've been in business about 2 years.
Could you hold on a second? You're speaking too quickly. What is it again? Just speak slowly so you can understand. I'm a little older too, so I need help there.
Okay,
So
it's a paint and sip.
What?
Paint, like a paint and sip.
Paint?
Yeah, paint. I instruct people, groups of people.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. All right. Continue.
While sipping wine.
A paint. All right. Go ahead. Paint and wine. I see.
Right. Paint and wine.
Okay.
So that's the main use of the building.
Okay. So the Class B will cover that. Are you expecting, you know, as far as events, I mean, what kind of numbers of events are you talking about maybe in a typical month? Any idea?
Well, I have a puppet show planned with the school. So, and I wanted to do a Black Friday art event here on Friday, Black Friday. And I wanted to do kids kind of like a dress up ballroom type of dance for New Year's Eve for children and families to come in and take pictures. And basically, I just want people in the building to see what we have in the building and see what we offer in the building. I want to bring in all of the local artists to come in, display their art, paint with us, but not just paint. I want all kind of art, whether it's the crafting or painting or even the dancing and things like that. I have a building and I know I'm not going to be having paint and sips every day. So I would like to have other art and gallery type events in the building as well. But the main reason for the liquor license is for my paint and sip.
I see. All right, Alder LaFave.
2 questions.
Oh, can I? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
What?
One more thing. The inspection issues was that I needed to install an exit sign downstairs, and I needed a cover on my the fuel box thing. And both of those things have been done, and I sent the email with the pictures of it to the electrician.
Okay.
Well, to the inspector. To the inspector.
All right, thank you. Okay, go ahead, Alder LaFave.
Okay. Okay. I think the let's see, Lieutenant Mahoney said something about the parking, I believe, or was it Celestine? If she's going to have these classes and she's going to have things that sound like there's going to be maybe more people coming than her sip and paint classes, is she going to have enough parking for that? That's one thing that we have to look at. And another thing, so now we got another one with you can't do art without having something to drink, alcohol. I'm sorry. So now we got another one coming in. So how many more are we going to have around the community? To me, either you paint, you can paint. You don't need. I've taken painting classes. I didn't need to drink wine with it. I'm sorry. So that's my objection on that.
Right.
But anyway,
that's fine.
She mentioned all her other things. I think is really good. Culture center, good for the area. But I'm concerned about the parking.
Right. We can talk about that a little bit. The police didn't seem to have an issue with it. How many parking spots do you have, Latosha? Hello?
I'm sorry. I have a total of 12 parking spots, but I have an agreement with the mortgage people across the street that we can use their hours.
Okay.
So that's actually where I prefer people to park instead of coming into the back of the parking lot. I would like that to just be for me and whoever else I may have working for me that day. It's easier to use the front door and the front entrance than it is to come around the back.
All right. Well, I'll mention something that, I used to work at Captain's Walk Winery, and they had paint classes with wine, and it's not like you're drinking out of a brown bag. You have a glass of wine or two. Just this. I'm sorry I had to bring that point up. I don't. I understand where you're coming from, but I think that it's. It's somewhat cultural. They have music playing and they might have a glass of wine or two, but it's not, I presume, and if there's any issues that come up, the police would concur on that and they would look at something like that. But we've had other events around the community that have paint and wine classes. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, Lieutenant Mahoney, do you think that's going to be a problem as we get dark early and parking across the street? I don't go down in that area of Walnut Street, so I don't know how busy it is. Do you think that would be a problem with people crossing, at that, because that's not at a corner, is it?
They're approximately one house away from the intersection, so Van Buren and Walnut. So that's why there'd be a crosswalk. Literally, if you're parking in that Executive Mortgage parking lot, that goes right up to the intersection where there is a crosswalk where they would be able to cross to get over. And I don't anticipate there being hundreds of people crossing at any one time to go to any of the events. So it's not an issue for us as the PD for them crossing the street there. Because the maps, there's a street light right at that corner.
That was a question.
A street light too. That helps a lot for the safety.
Yes, it does. All right. Do you have any? I'm okay. Alder Gerlach.
I just want to say that it's been a pleasure to listen to this young lady explain her business. I think it's creative and exciting, and I will support this with all my heart and hope that she's successful. And like you said, if issues come up, I bet you she'll work with us on them.
Okay. Alder Gerlach, do you have any questions of the citizen?
I don't. I just thank you for speaking.
All right. Okay. does anybody else, thank you for that. Does anybody else have questions for the owner? Otherwise, I would entertain a motion. Stevens, do you want to close the floor?
Motion to close the floor.
Okay, seconded by LaFave. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, so what are your pleasures? Stevens?
Motion to approve.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
Second, okay. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Man, oh man, you're on a roll today. Okay, go ahead.
No, I just say that, yes, a lot of the cultural things that she wants to do, I think are good for that area. I don't think there's a lot, down in that area of East Walnut, and East Walnut's had some issues, I think, over the years. And I think, for a building that probably was empty, and now she's moving her business in there. And so I think a lot of things she mentioned I thought were very positive. So, okay.
Yeah, that's good points, and I concur. I'm thinking it'll be a nice addition to the neighborhood, and we wish them all the success in the world. Did we vote yet? I can't remember. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? That passes unanimously. Again, this goes to City Council on December 7th for final approval. This is only the committee, but we wish you success in that.
Thank you all very much.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, Mary, let me know when you're ready.
All set.
Okay, number 8. Consideration of possible action on an application for a Class B combination license for JJAA 777 LLC, Julie's Cafe East at 1685 Main Street with a licensed premise description as locked, cage, and cooler case dining area. Currently licensed as Eat Invest GP LLC. Staff?
No objection. Oh.
Sorry.
No objections from law department. CCAP is clear on all agents.
Okay.
Please concur.
Okay. We could entertain a motion here, please.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Stevens. Do we have a second?
Second.
Seconded by LaFave. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed?
Oops. Oh, Alder Gerlach has a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Alder Gerlach.
I just would like to know if Julie's Cafe has a liquor license. If I realize it has just changed hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Liquor license now, or is this going to be a brand new?
Yes, it does. So yes, it does currently have a liquor license, and the owner of Julie's has surrendered it to JAA 777. And so that, yes, that's how that would go.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you for bringing that up. Diligence, yes. All right, we voted on that, correct? Yes, or we didn't?
Well, you can do it again.
Let's do it again. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Everything goes smoothly, and then people ask questions, and it throws you off. All right, so that is okay. We can move on. Mary?
Yeah, I'm all set. Thank you.
Number 9, consideration with possible action on an appeal by Tammy Lapers Hawkers on the denial of her operator's license. Staff?
Law department would recommend denying the appeal, as the applicant is a habitual law offender for offenses that substantially relate to the license activity and is therefore precluded under state statutes.
Okay. Police?
Please concur with law.
All right. Committee, do you want to talk about this a little bit before we open the floor?
Yeah, I'd like to see the offenses. I'm sorry, there's nothing in our report.
They're in.
There's just a letter from her.
I did email out denial memos.
Yeah, that was today. Yeah, right. Okay. I mean, if you, Rachel, if you would care to, I have them in front of me. I don't know if you want to. Could you repeat those or not? You know, for Alder LaFave.
Well,
Could
Well,
instead, could she email them to LaFave and self? Because don't we usually say them out loud?
Well, I'm just saying, you know, like I said, we got these today. It would have been nice to have them a little earlier, you know, for the agenda, but I did get them. And I'm looking at them right now. It's not like a tremendous amount of things, but if you emailed them now, then we'd have to wait briefly. Alder LaFave, do you have your computer open?
Yes, but I'm sorry. I'll follow it up. If I try to go to my email, something will happen and I'll lose you guys. I just don't do it.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's one of those. You guys are
we've gone through before. We've gone through this before where they, you know.
Yeah, we need to have.
She read them off.
Rachel,
please let us know what they were, the dates. They could, you know, that can be done.
Well, I have them in front of me. So Alder Stevens, do you have those as well? Alder Stevens? Hello?
Yes, I was in my email, sorry.
Okay, you have those, correct?
I do.
Okay. All right, well, I would suggest, Rachel, emailing Alder LaFave, and hopefully they'll get through, and we can discuss that a little bit. I would, while we're doing that, while we're waiting for the email to get to you, I would like to have a motion to open the floor. Can somebody, by Stevens, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by LaFave. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, Rachel, you're sending that then. So while we're doing that, is Tammy here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, just state your name and address for the record.
Tammy Laper, 1332 Eastman Avenue, Apartment 2, Green Bay, Wisconsin, 54302.
Okay. Well, we'll ask you a couple of questions and then we'll have you discuss some things while we're waiting for one email to go through. I noticed that, you know, you had your the violations in 2015 in Brown County and also in Calumet County. Can you speak to the committee about that as far as timing and Woodley for our knowledge?
Sure. In 2014, for a couple of years, I was hooked on opiates. My best friend, one of my fentanyl patches that happened in 4/13/14, I gave her one. She died. And I was the influence of all of my prescriptions I was getting from my doctor and had people that wanted to die, so I sold them to them. Not in my right mind, but I take full responsibility for all the bad things I did do. They were back-to-back cases. I did 4 years in prison. I've been out now. I got out June 17th of 2019. 2 weeks after being out of prison, I've been holding full-time employment ever since. I've got a new job where now I'm the assistant manager of Dino Stop. I have never violated any of my rules or regulations through my parole. I'm 6 years sober and continuing to stay sober because I have too much to lose with my family and everything that I've built. I've had 2 major surgeries, no opiates involved. I will not touch them, nothing. I just would like a second chance to show that I'm not the person I was back then. I'm actually wide awake, taking care of my grandkids, my son, doing stuff, all within the means of the law. And when it comes to selling, I card every alcohol, cigarettes. You don't have an ID, you're not getting nothing from me, because I'm trying to show that I've learned my lesson and I am a stand-up citizen now, where I ran into bad times back then with the doctor giving me everything they were giving me and I wasn't in my right mind. And I'm proud of my sobriety to this day of 6 years.
So let me ask you, maybe I missed something. You said that you had opiates and various, drugs. Was that because of a surgery, or was that For what? For what reason?
I got misdiagnosed.
What you what?
So my doctor, I had a car accident where my back was messed up, and then I got a doctor that misdiagnosed me with lupus and started me on all these heavy opiates, including fentanyl, which, believe me, nobody should be on that. That is the most dangerous drug in this world. I live every day with knowing what I did took my best friend's life. I don't want to see anyone go through that.
Yeah. Okay. Alder LaFave?
Tammy.
Yes.
I think I noticed in some of our stuff here that we didn't get a letter from your employer right now at Dino Stop. Could you?
I do have. Yeah, I have one right here from Jen Erickson. I can read it and then forward it to you guys. She got it to me late.
Okay.
Okay.
I was going to ask you if that or any other letters from probation or any documentation you have that would speak of your rehabilitation is very helpful.
Yes.
I got one from my employer. I have one right here in front of me from my agent. I got both of them in front of my.
Well, city council isn't until December 7th. So, you know, depending if we approve this or not, we would need that ahead of time. So, you know, because the entire city council votes on this on December 7th. So can I, Clerk Jeffries, is that something that we could do, that she could send that to you, or how would that work?
Certainly, she can send that to us for inclusion in the council
yes.
packet.
Yes. Okay. That would be. Anyway, go ahead, Alder.
I'd like to make a motion, but first I think we can close the floor.
Okay, make a motion to that effect.
Yeah.
Then let Alder Stevens, do you have anything to ask of the constituent here or not?
But thank you.
Okay, do you want to second that then?
I'll make a motion to close the floor.
Okay, Alder LaFave did it. I'll have you as a second. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? That passes unanimously. All right,
sorry about that, but I'm going through.
I'd like to make a.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Alder Stevens.
Sure. No, I'm going through 4 different pages on my screen, so before I can talk, I have to get back to Zoom. So.
Where are you? Can I ask where you are? Just, are you out there?
Yeah, in a parking lot.
Oh, in the parking lot. Okay, I thought you were up in the woods or something. Which, anyway, all right. So go ahead, Alder LaFave.
I'd like to make a motion that approval is pending the 2 letters that, is it how, what was her name again, Holly? Tammy, that Tammy has. If she gets it in time before the city council, December 7th, then we can consider approving.
Okay, that's your motion. Well, that's fine. That's your motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Stevens. All right, then you have Alder Gerlach. Yes.
Because I'm not going to get a chance to ask this at council, so I'd like to ask it now before we vote. So the attorney and the police officer both said that they would recommend
denial, right?
And now that we've heard, and you're considering on the basis of her letter approving, having us approve it at council, I guess I'd like a little understanding from law and police of why they have said no.
Before you just say anything, Alder Gerlach, we've gone through this for many years where, you know, basically police and law 9 out of 10 times or 100% of the time will deny because it's a state thing. So the committee has the ability to take a look at it, speak to the person, make their decision. It's not a final decision. It goes to city council. But if there are some caveats that we can add to it, like Alder LaFave did, then we can go ahead with that. If you just want to ask our law department or police, they'll say the same thing.
Okay.
They basically deny. Alder LaFave.
The reason I made this too is that it was 6 years ago that this happened. She did serve her since then, she's had, sounds like she's been gainfully employed. She's actually not a manager, what do you call it, a supervisor. So at a gas station, dyno, and I think, they would have looked at, I think they know about her record probably. I would assume they do. And if they are writing a letter in recommendation for her, that's why I made the motion I did, because I know we all do stupid things in our past, but our past should not, if we atone for what we've done in our lives, I don't think it should hold us down.
All right, thank you for that. All right, again, I got to ask, do we vote on this?
I don't think we did.
All right, so we had a motion and a second. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? All right, Tammy, that the committee approved, but it will have to go to city council, and make sure you get those letters to Clerk Jeffries at the city.
Where would I email them to?
Clerk Jeffries?
You email to clerk@greenbaywi.gov.
WI.
One more time.
Certainly, clerk@greenbaywi.gov.
Okay, I'll get on that right away. Thank you so much.
All right, good luck. All right, are we ready for our next one here?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, give me a second here. All right, number 10, consideration with possible action on the release of Strats Inc. license to the pool of available licenses due to denial of the renewal application at the 9/21/2021 Common Council meeting. Staff. Rachel?
Yeah, with the renewal already being denied, that's just returning that license to the available pool.
I see.
But it has to come through the committee to do that.
Okay. Is Clerk Jeffries, is there anything that you need to add to that?
I was on mute. No. I think Attorney Mays handled everything.
Okay. Okay. Police?
This, I'm sorry, this business has not been open. It was my understanding at the meeting a month or two ago that they were going to try and sell the place, and this asked for the extension, and we've seen no
activity.
People move in there or activity at the business to make it seem like it got sold.
Yeah, you're right. Alder Stevens, I remember you talked about this at length at one time. Do you have any thoughts on this?
I have no thoughts on it, but I think I'll make a motion to return this to the pool.
I'll second.
Okay. All right. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Okay. It goes back to the pool. Okay. All right. Number 11. Consideration with possible action on appeal by La Takira LLC regarding the denial of the mobile food license. Staff.
Law Department recommends denial of the appeal as the applicant has been convicted of a felony, misdemeanor, or other offense. The circumstances which substantially relate to the circumstances of this particular job or licensed activity.
Before I continue on, police, go ahead, police. What's your thought?
No, the police concur with law.
Okay. Rachel, I was going to ask you, I was looking earlier in the meeting. So Mr. Contreras, is that's not the same person, is it? I was looking earlier in the meeting where Alder Gerlach was talking. I don't know I think that's somebody different, correct? Just
I don't know for sure.
Alder Gerlach, I'm not asking you, Alder Gerlach.
I don't have the person's first name in front of me. If you give me a moment, I think I can find it.
I just remember the name Contreras, and if it's somebody different.
I believe it is someone different, but I don't have either of their first names. All
right, well, that's fine. We can open the floor. So, committee, do you have anything to say before we open the floor?
I do not.
The other one.
Okay. All right. Alderdorf, you were looking. Do you have something? You have that look.
Look, it is the same name, but it could just be a common name. So maybe it's
and I apologize for that, but I just saw the name and I just.
But I think it's the same name. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll find out. That's pretty coincidental. All right. I would entertain a motion to open the floor. One of the committee.
I'll make a motion.
Alder by Alder LaFave, seconded by Stevens. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All right. The floor is now open. So, if Juan Contreras is here, please. The floor is now open for you to speak. Please state your name and address for the record.
Alder Sawyer, I do not see anyone in the waiting room or any of the participants that are Mr. Contreras.
Well, I'm just, as committee, do you, Alderdorf? What?
Wasn't that the person that was speaking from Takira Maldonado's? And Takira Maldonado's is still here.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's because I've never used Zoom this app before.
Thank you, Alderdorf.
You guys did get the name wrong. Takira Maldonado's is owned by Juan Maldonado.
Yes.
The number 2. And
yes.
You have it labeled as Juan Contreras, which is wrong.
So we'll have to get that corrected.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
I did write down Lynn Gerlach's name where she wanted to meet up with
sure.
With the number 2, so we can just do that aside.
Okay.
Directly with her, if so you guys can keep going.
But, so just to be on the safe side here, you're here for that other item, or you're here for this item?
We were here for the number 2 item.
Yes. Okay.
Like I said, I've never used Zoom before, so I wasn't.
Oh boy. We had Mr. Contreras here, and he probably left.
Correct. I know. We were trying to figure stuff out, but yeah. The floor.
You don't have to speak anymore. We understand. There was a little bit of a mix-up there. Okay, Alder Gerlach, you're going to make it all better.
Just 2 questions.
Motion to close.
I understand that Juan Contreras, who was speaking before, is not the owner of Maldonado.
Correct.
we all fell into it. We all did. That was.
Well, because we couldn't hear him. He was probably trying to explain to us that this is wrong.
No, I don't think he wasn't. But you guys should do just go back, hold this item, and he has to come back. Because I think he voted yes. I think he thinks it's yes. Because no one understood what was happening.
Okay.
That might be
Rachel, yeah, that sounds good. Right. Well, first of all, let's motion to close the floor. Craig, and then do we have a second?
We didn't open the floor, did we?
Yeah, we did. We made a motion to close it. Craig. So
second.
Thank you. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We're having fun.
Regarding this agenda item, I think we need to hold this one to our next meeting so we can contact him to come back.
And we need to have a better sound system too, so we can hear him. Oh boy.
So we probably have to have Celestine would probably have to contact him.
Celestine?
So
yeah, let's face it, it was
so Mr. Contreras was here for the of his license, and Takira Maldonado's is
Right.
But here's the thing, you did approve, and that was the item that you already approved.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
And that's fine.
And
But
what they wanted was to have an approval of their license. They're removing their outdoor area because they need to get some inspections done, and then they'll come back to us when that's all finished to have their outdoor area approved then. So,
well, it doesn't seem like it's time sensitive. I don't think you're going to be having winter events.
no, but I mean, but from what I understand, and Attorney Mays, correct me if I'm wrong, even if we had the wrong human being speaking, we had the correct idea, which is we approve Takira Maldonado's liquor license. Yes. So, okay. So I think that's settled.
That's settled. But now we have Mr. Contreras.
I would suggest that we invite Mr. Contreras back for the denial of his mobile food truck. So I would suggest that.
Hold it.
Talking like a lawyer. I suggest you hold this so that we can invite Mr. Contreras back for the December 13th meeting.
All right. Do we have a motion to that effect?
Rachel's
make that motion.
Make a motion to that effect.
Okay. Then do we have a second? Stevens? Second by Stevens. Okay. Any other discussion? This is amazing. I've never seen something like this happen before. Anyway, all in favor, please say aye.
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 All opposed? All right. And Clerk Jeffries, if you get anything else different or that, please let us know. But okay.
Sorry for I think Alderdorf is right. I think because we couldn't hear him.
No, we wouldn't have been able to really discuss it tonight anyhow because we couldn't hear him. So indirectly, it worked out in a bizarre way.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much, committee.
So,
right.
Wait.
Yes, Alder.
I wonder, would it be better for you to give him the phone number to call? Would it be better than his computer?
So all that information is in the Zoom meeting info, but I will make sure that when our staff member, Mrs. Liskow, reaches out, that she'll provide the telephone number to him specifically.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a good idea. Thank you.
Okay. We're moving along here. Are we ready for number 12?
Yes.
Consideration with possible action on an appeal by Cara Mason for a denial of her operator's license. Staff.
Law department would recommend denying the appeal as the applicant is a habitual law offender for offenses that substantially relate to the licensed activity.
Okay. All right, police?
The police concur with law.
Okay. All right, I'm going to try to pull up the email of committee. Do you have the email of? Do you have the email there, Kathy?
No, I don't.
Rachel, did you send it to her?
I forwarded the email that had all 3 denial memos in it.
You sent it to her District 6 email, correct?
Correct.
Kathy, it's on you now.
I could not open the Adobe. It was crazy.
It's in a Word document format.
Hit the Word. Yeah, in the Word document.
Chair.
Alder Stevens, you got something?
Yes, it looks like Zakara is not on this Zoom meeting. So
Takira or
we have to not deny this or hold it till next time around.
Cara is not here, Clerk Jeffries?
She does not appear to be here. We did contact her and let her know that the meeting. So perhaps something.
Well, there's been times in the past that depends. The committee sometimes will vote to deny, but I think in a case like this, we're going to be listening to Mr. Contreras next meeting as well. So I have no trouble having this held, I should say. Alderdorf.
I just want to say, wow. I can't open it the Adobe Acrobat either. And it's, that is her appeal. It's not what Rachel sent. The woman put her appeal in Adobe, and I can't open that. I can't even see what her appeal is. So I think that's what you're talking with.
Let me, maybe I can elucidate. That was an email that she had provided to us to basically effectuate her appeal. It was an email, so the only way I could really communicate that was to make it an Adobe PDF. So, you know, it does make sense if to hold this until the next meeting, so that way.
Yeah, we need it ahead of time too. You know, give us a little time on this, all of you. Appreciate it.
I will make a motion to hold.
Okay, do we have a second? Well, Stevens and seconded by Lefebvre. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That passes unanimously. Wow, we got through it. No, I looked at the agenda today and I said, man, we're gonna just, well, anyway. All right, are we ready, Mary? Okay, my favorite part, the liquor violation report, Lieutenant.
We have, it's kind of a unique one. We have no violations. There is an address that we're monitoring. They actually don't have a liquor license, but it's kind of, I guess, what you call a pop-up bar, where we believe they've been serving. So I can't go into any of the details because it's an active investigation, but there is a place that we're monitoring.
It's not called a common sense bar, is it?
Yeah, I can't give any names or any of that.
Okay, I'm just
one of our investigations.
All right. Alder Lefebvre, do you have something?
Is there any way that you can, if I call you, can you tell me?
Nope. Legally, I can't divulge the information to any alder. It's an ongoing investigation, so I apologize, but nope, that's law enforcement sensitive right now.
I'm not going to say where it was, but I had one in my district and I reported something that I never had any feedback from the police, whether it was
yeah, I understand where you're coming
on there. So
from that we've had situations like that in our districts too, but I concur with the police on this, that, you know, they need to work on it on their end. After it's all over though, and it's all taken care of.
When our investigation or whatever is totally done, it will probably pop up on the report again where we could fill you in more.
Okay.
All right, that sounds good. Is that good for you, Alder Lefebvre?
Sure.
All right, and that's it for, is that?
I'll make a motion to receive and place on file.
Okay.
Second.
Stevens and seconded by Lefebvre. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Our next meeting P&M will be December 13th at 5:30. So, wow, the end here.
Is that the only one for December?
I'm looking at it. It looks like yes.
For December, and we do not have any meetings yet scheduled in January. The committee and council schedule will be discussed at the December 7th council meeting.
Okay.
All right, thank you for that. Okay, so
yeah,
of course. All right, we're at the end here. Go ahead, one of you. Motion to
adjourn.
By Lefebvre. Do we have a second? Second by Stevens. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you for a very entertaining evening.
Yes. I hope everyone has a safe and healthy Thanksgiving.
Yes, thank you for that. Everybody, please do. And we will talk to you all very soon.
My family's going to be gone, so John and I, we're going to have a quiet one. We're going to have TV dinners because the day before I have a stint